Welcome to AG Chelsea TV. This is the YouTube channel that will bring Chelsea fans the latest news of the club in our hearts. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications to support me. Chelsea have initiated talks for 20-goal striker. Chelsea have reportedly asked to be kept updated on the Ivan Toney situation, while Arsenal might look to hold talks during their Carabao Cup game against Brentford this evening. Toney has told close friends he is now looking for a new challenge and has held talks with manager Thomas Frank after returning to training last week. He can work with the team, but won't be able to play until January when his ban is over. London World first revealed the England striker who bagged 20 goals last season and has signed for super agent Jonathan Barnett ahead of a potential January bidding war. Barnett's world-renowned agency Stella facilitated Jack Grealish's £100 million move from Aston Villa to City in 2021 and are popular for getting complicated moves across the line. Only Erling Haaland and Harry Kane scored more league goals than Toney last season, and even though he's been banned, the league's top clubs are looking to bolster their attack. Toney still has around 18 months on his contract with the Bees, but a deal in the region of £80 million will be accepted according to a report on TalkSport. Chelsea have spent almost £1 billion in the transfer window since the new owners took over, but there remains the need for a top striker, and that has led to calls for the signing of Toney. Nkunku reveals key role Pochettino played in Chelsea transfer. Leslie Nkunku says that Mauricio Pochettino played a key role in tempting him to Chelsea. The Argentine boss is feeling the heat somewhat following a poor start to life at Stamford Bridge, with the Blues winning just one of their opening 6 fixtures. Nkunku joined the club from Stade Rennais for a fee of £23.2 million after making 60 appearances for the French club over the last 2 seasons. But when asked why he joined Chelsea, the 19-year-old says that the Argentine boss played a key part in his decision. Speaking to Jim White, Nkunku said, "When I heard that Chelsea were interested in me, I didn't ask myself any questions. I thought, it's one of the biggest clubs in the world, so I had to go there. Every player wants to be in the best team with the best coach, and Pochettino is part of that. In one of my first starts in the French league was against Pochettino, at Paris Saint-Germain. So when I came to the US, he told me that I was one of the guys who made him love the league." Asked if Pochettino can improve his game, he said, 100%, he's a man who has a lot of experience with Southampton, Tottenham, and PSG, so he's trained big teams and now Chelsea. Chelsea manager opens up his box of lemons. Chelsea manager Mauricio Pochettino is said to keep a box of lemons in his office, with his belief that in doing so, it is a manifestation of his broader spiritual belief in Energia Universal. Liam Tunney of The Athletic wrote a brief piece about Pochettino and his lemon obsession, and the reason he keeps a box of lemons in his office. Something he started several years ago because of one of his friends. Pochettino believes the lemons can soak up the negative energy like a sponge from their surroundings, and even people who visit his office. This dates back to his Tottenham days too, as he supposedly kept a tray of lemons on his desk at the Tottenham training ground. The Argentine manager will be hoping his lemons can take away the negative murmurs around his job currently, with Chelsea sitting 14th in the Premier League on 5 points in their opening 6 games. Chelsea have only won 1 out of their first 6 Premier League games, losing 3 and drawing 2. The Blues have also not managed to find the net in their past 3 Premier League games, with their last goal in all competitions coming all the way back in August. This run of form has already seen some Chelsea fans start to turn. However, the club are said to have full belief in Pochettino, and believe this is a long-term project. Chelsea face Brighton in the Carabao Cup next, before heading to Fulham and Burnley for away fixtures in the Premier League, and Pochettino will be hoping his team can begin to find the net and get some results under their belt. Chelsea closely watched highest scorer Europe. Manchester United, Liverpool and Chelsea are all closely watching Bundesliga goal-scoring sensation Serhou Guirassy. According to reports in Spain, the 27-year-old striker moved to Stuttgart from Rennes on loan in 2022 before his move was made permanent for €9 million this summer, and that looks like quite the deal, with Guirassy already scoring an incredible 10 goals this season in just 5 games, after 11 in 22 last season, making him the player with the most goals in Europe's top 5 leagues this term. Nacional claim that stunning form has caught the eye of the Premier League trio, along with Real Madrid, as Florentino Perez knows that it is necessary to incorporate a scorer as soon as possible at the Bernabeu. But United, Chelsea and Liverpool are already closely watching the evolution of Guirassy, who has also played for Lille, Amiens, Auxerre and Cole. His price tag has predictably skyrocketed to €40 million in a short period. But that's not a figure that will put off the European giants gunning for his signature, particularly not Chelsea, who have spent over £1 billion since their new American owners took the helm and are in desperate need of a goalscorer, having managed just 5 Premier League goals in their 6 games so far this season. Nicolas Jackson, signed from Villarreal for £32 million in the summer, failed to bring his shooting boots with him from Spain, and although Ali McCoy thinks the Senegal international has something about him, the TalkSport pundit urged manager Mauricio Pochettino to go after a top striker ASAP. He said, "He needs a centre-forward. Jackson I like, doesn't look as though he's going to score a lot of goals. Do you know what I mean? With top-class finishers, they make it look as if they've got another wee split second right just before they finish. Jackson looks miles off it at this stage. It might come, but he looks miles off it. I know he's got injuries up front. Armando Broja was on the bench. He came on against Villa. They are sadly lacking a centre-forward, but you've got to cut them slack, got to give them time. Dramatic changes were needed in the squad, dramatic changes were made in the squad, but you've got to start winning games." Chelsea monitoring Victor Osimhen ahead of possible move. Chelsea are tracking Victor Osimhen's current situation at Napoli after the Serie A club mocked the striker on social media for missing a penalty. According to TalkSport, the report claims that the Blues have been long-term admirers of the Nigeria international and could use the fallout to step up their interest as Mauricio Pochettino eyes new forward to bolster his squad. Osimhen's agent Roberto Calenda has threatened to take legal action against Napoli after they shared a video on their TikTok account that mocked the striker for his penalty miss in the goalless draw against Bologna on Sunday. The post has been deleted, but the ramifications could still be serious, and Osimhen has seemingly deleted all photos of himself in a Napoli shirt from his Instagram account. The 24-year-old was unhappy after he was replaced in the 86th minute of the game and was seen questioning his manager Rudy Garcia. He has scored 3 goals and provided 1 assist in 6 games in all competitions for Napoli this campaign. And that's the end of this video. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications to support me.